how did I come to write books for children? I think that I always wanted to be a book creator. When I was in elementary school, there was a book contest where you write and illustrate your own book and you send it into this contest, and if you win first place, then they would publish your book. So I entered a book into this contest. I didn't win first place, but I did win fourth place, and I was so excited and so happy that I won fourth place that I decided I want to make books forever, and I stuck to that, and so that's really what happened. I went to the Rhode Island School of Design for children's illustration because, as I said, in elementary school I knew I wanted to be a children's book creator, and so when I graduated from high school I decided I wanted to become a children's book illustrator. I went to the Rhode Island School of Design. I studied illustration, and after I graduated, I sent out hundreds and thousands of postcards and samples of your work. That's what all illustrators do. And I didn't hear anything back, except for one little card from I think he was a junior editor, or he was a assistant editor at Orchard Books, and he said, "I really like your stuff. Please send more." And I thought that was really nice, but still did not pay the bills. So I actually took a job at a giftware company where I made T-shirts that said "World's Best Dad" and like mugs that said, "Did anyone tell you today you're terrific?" And I was really, really miserable, and I was really unhappy until a great thing happened, and I got laid off. And when I got laid off, I got a severance package, and with this severance package I said, okay, well, I was always miserable in that job anyway. I really need to take this opportunity to really try to make it as a children's book author and illustrator, my dream. And so I did. I went to New York and I hit the pavement and I showed my portfolio to everyone. I sent out even thousands more mailers, and I still got no response. And just when I was running out of money from my severance package, I got a call, and it was the assistant editor that had sent me that postcard so many years ago. And he said, "Oh, I just got your new sample." He said, "I'm no longer the assistant editor at this other company. I'm now the senior editor at Charlesbridge Publishing. And I've always loved your artwork, but I've never been able to find a story that goes with it. And I saw this new sample. Do you have a story that goes with this sample?" And I said, "Yes, I do," even though I didn't. He's like, "Great, I'm at Charlesbridge, which is right close to where you live, I see. So why don't we set up an appointment and you come in next week and we'll talk and bring in your story." And I said, "Okay, I will." And so I quickly sat down and stared at my sample and started writing, and I brought the story in, and that became my very first book, actually, The Ugly Vegetables. and that's kind of a long story done shortly, because there was many revisions and lots of working with the editor before that actually happened. But that's how I broke in.